This is a 6-step pyramid giving you a complete AI learning roadmap for both consuming and building AI tools. Hi, I'm Srinath Warrior. I'm an AI engineering manager in Bangalore, and this video helps simplify your AI learning journey. Now, level 0 is about consuming the right AI tools. When I created this pyramid, I was almost not going to put this as a level at all, because using these AI tools is as basic as using Google search. Everyone should use it, and mostly everyone will learn how to use it. But this level is just in case you have not entered the AI world yet. Because one thing is for sure, whatever your current role, you can definitely enhance it using GenAI. For example, if you are a content writer, you can become a better content writer with GenAI. Or if you're into digital marketing, you can become a digital marketing expert with GenAI. And this is true for practically all the roles. Now, how can you get good at this level? Learn prompt engineering, which basically is just common sense and good English. So prompt engineering will help you to tell the LLM exactly what you want. You can also use paid GenAI tools like the paid ChatGPT Plus versions, or image generation tools like Midjourney or Canva, or automatic note takers like Otter or Fireflies. Now level 1 is where you start building products with GenAI. The easiest place to get started is by building chatbots. There are multiple AI agencies which help small and medium-sized companies by building quick chatbots which can then be added to their websites to help their sales or support team. Back in early 2000, there was like a wave of website building. Similarly, chatbot building will remain a good scenario for AI tech agencies to build for a while. But what is interesting is, website building evolved over time and different tools made it easier and easier. But for chatbots, there are already no-code tools to quickly make chatbots with AI. This means that the market is already very crowded. So you'll have to be really good at sales and marketing to make some real money at this level. Level 2 is where you start with basic coding. Learn Python or JavaScript. Understand how real-life coding projects look like. Check out how code converts to a product like a chatbot, website, or app. Understand what deployment means. So you'll be using prompt engineering again, but this time you'll be using it to send the prompt to the LLM via code, telling the LLM how to respond to the user when they use your app. Basically, you're building an AI wrapper here. And there have been many successful AI wrapper agencies and startups over the last 2 years. Okay, so one important question. Why should you go to level 2 if you already have an option of level 1? This is because many companies don't want to rely on an agency which simply uses another AI tool to build them a chatbot. If they have more requirements and the tool doesn't support it, you'll simply say no and deny the requirements later on. But if you've built the chatbot from scratch, you can enhance it however you want it. Level 2 is not highly monetizable because most companies have some developers who can do level 2 themselves. Also, this is a very large market and many people know basic coding. So it's quite difficult to get clients. So you can only target very small companies who don't have a tech setup but still somehow have the money to spend on your product. Now, level 3 is where you use two concepts to teach the LLM to answer your queries better: fine-tuning and RAG. So LLMs come pre-built with a lot of information. But if you want your users to access your LLM, you don't want it to act exactly like the publicly available LLM. You want it to behave in a particular way, with specific knowledge which only you or your client has. So how do you feed this specific data into the LLM? Fine-tuning is when you want to load the LLM with data and create a new version of the LLM. Let's say the LLM has been trained with 1 billion documents. So it knows 1 billion things. Let's call it version 1. Now your client has 25 documents which you need to now teach to the LLM. Using fine-tuning, you can add these 25 documents and create version 2 of the LLM which has 1 billion plus 25 documents. This is great. Now the user can easily access the knowledge of these 25 documents by accessing version 2 of the LLM. The problem comes when your client gives you 5 more documents on top. Version 2 of the LLM doesn't know of these 5 documents. So you need to keep creating version 3, 4, 5 and so on. Or you can use RAG. RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, is a concept where you don't keep creating versions of LLMs. Instead, you quickly glance through your 25 or 30 documents and check if there is anything interesting there and provide that to the default version 1 LLM. The LLM now has access to this new knowledge and gives the same response without you needing to create another LLM version. Fine-tuning and RAG are very important concepts, especially in the next few years, because it sets the base on how to teach the LLM new concepts. And almost all practical uses of AI requires these methods. A lot of your effort also goes in cleaning up the 30 documents that you need to feed to the LLM. Make sure the documents don't confuse the LLM. The other enhancement at this level is AI agents. Instead of giving all the instructions in one prompt to one LLM, you can break it up into multiple tasks to individual AI agents, and they can all work together to do your task. Check out LangChain and LangGraph to know more about this. Similarly, Vercel recently introduced their generative UI concept, which lets LLM respond with different UI elements instead of just plain text or images. Of course, every few months, new AI concepts will keep coming in to make it more and more easier to build products at this level 3. Now, level 4 is where the real complex coding and mathematics comes in, because this is where you build your own AI models and not reuse an existing LLM. In other words, you go from GenAI to ML or DL. Why do we need to do this when we already have such amazing GenAI tools? First of all, LLMs are large language models. They are best suited for language purposes like creative writing, summarizing, chatbots, etc. So their efficiency might drop when you give it complex analytical tasks like finding which coffee place is best suited for me at 8 p.m. tonight based on all my past experiences. For making a very good recommendation engine like this, it requires a more detailed algorithm using neural networks, which is basically what deep learning is. Secondly, consistency is a major concern with LLMs. If you ask it a question for a specific answer, out of 10 times you might only get your answer 8 times. But in a real world, you expect to get the correct answer all 10 times. If you build your own model, you can tweak the algorithm exactly based on the problem statement. You don't need to build the entire model from scratch. You can use libraries like Google's TensorFlow here. Apart from coding, you would also need maths concepts like statistics, probability, differential equations, calculus, and linear algebra. This helps you get a strong hold on core maths concepts, which will then help you in building the neural networks. Now, level 5 is primarily all about scale. The reason I keep a dedicated level just for scale is because practically knowledge of level 4 isn't enough for real world application. So you do need to worry about how to actually run these models at scale with millions of users accessing them, how to keep cleaning the data at scale, managing the security and performance of the systems, managing the ML ops part of the model deployments, and many more such concepts to ensure that your product runs at a large scale. Of course, level 5 is also relevant when you are building a GenAI tool, because scale is relevant independent of the tech stack. Obviously, you can't reach level 5 directly, but keep a 5 to 6 month goal to slowly make your way here. Focus on building, deploying, and testing your AI projects. If you can get a client who's ready to sponsor an ML project, then it's all sorted, because then you can build a real project and scale it up. With the introduction of GenAI, there are multiple new avenues of building AI products that have opened up. Pay close attention to earning with these approaches. Let me know in the comments which level of the pyramid you're at and what help do you need to scale up the pyramid so that I can make more videos specifically for you. Check out these other videos in my channel which might also help you in your AI journey. Thank you for watching.